Once you know the note names on the guitar and you got some basic chord awareness over the chord progression that you wanna improvise over, now it's time to use and apply the power of triads in your guitar improvisation, so that you will never play wrong notes again or lose track where you are in the midst of your guitar solo. So let's dig into the lesson. Hey friend, it's Gregor here. This is part 2 of my Basics of Guitar Improvisation video. Here I will give you a broad overview on how you can practice and then apply triads in your guitar solo, so that you can minimize the risk of playing wrong notes or getting lost in the midst of your guitar solo. For this video you're gonna need to know how to play the triads A minor, D minor and E major. If you need to learn this first, then go and watch my in-depth tutorials on them. You can find the link in the description. And just in case that you get the feeling that you are overwhelmed by all this here and this stuff here is way too advanced for you, then it might be a good idea to go back and watch part 1 of this video and do the exercises there, because this will definitely help. And last, all exercises that I'm about to show you here are executed on the G, B and high E string, but you can definitely transfer them on every other group of strings. So just in case that you don't know this, it's a very common way to group triads in 4 ways, namely on the low E, A and D string, on the A, D and G string, and on the D, G and B string, and last on the G, B and high E string. So having said that, let's dig into the lesson. In the following, I'm gonna show you how you can practice the entire chord sequence by playing the adjacent triads, so that you can avoid playing bigger position shifts while transitioning from one triad to the other. So I'm gonna go through it relatively quick, but you may have to spend some time practicing each and every position until you feel comfortable playing it. Once you are able to play the entire chord sequence, then it's time for you to force yourself playing it along with the backing track. So, in the following I'm gonna show you an easy exercise where you need to focus only on the gripping hand and you are not distracted by playing a fancy rhythm. Good. Once you can play this, then it's time to add a fancy rhythm. How about arpeggiating the triads so that it sounds like this? Good, now it's time to step up the game a little bit. So in the following exercise we are gonna play the entire chord sequence in this way. We are starting with the A minor on the lowest position. then we go through each and every inversion until we reach the octave, and then we need to play D minor, and we are moving downwards with the inversions, and then it's time for E major. And we are playing E major upwards until we need to play A minor, and then we play A minor downwards. So here it is slow again. Alright, once you can play this, you know what's coming next. The next exercise is play it along with the backing track. Alright, now let's imagine that you've spent quite some time with the previous exercises. So the next question is, how can you apply this in your improvisation? So, and in the following, I will give you some tips on how you can do exactly this. And probably the easiest way be just be blunt and play them by combining this with an articulation idea like a slide and an interesting rhythm. So this might sound like this. Or you can use triads as an anchor point and combining them with the A minor scale. So every time the chord is changing, you are playing the triad, and then you are combining it with the A minor scale. And for this you don't need to change positions, so you can So the only thing that you need to take care of is if you are playing over the E major chord, then you are playing the G sharp instead of G. So that's basically the A harmonic minor scale. Good. And last, just to give you an idea what you can accomplish if you are doing the previous exercises for an extended period of time, then you will be able to play all along the fretboard on as many positions if you want by just playing triads. So a triad is not only the 1, 2, 3 notes thing, you can extend a triad by playing it across 6 strings, and then it's called an arpeggio. So this might sound like this here. Alright, there you have them. I really hope that you enjoyed this lesson, and if that's the case, please do me a favor, hit the like button, consider to subscribe, and if you got any questions, then sure, post them in the comments down below. And please do the exercises. These exercises here are extremely effective. If you are overwhelmed by them, then go over to part 1 and do these exercises there and see how it goes for you. So until then, have fun and stay tuned.